Ready.
Hello, I'm Stacey Long. I'm the Executive Director for the Voluntary Action Center. Many of you may know, but some of you may not know, that food is one of the primary services that we provide each year in this county. Through our food pantry and also through our community kitchen, we serve almost 10,000 individuals each year. And these are men, women, and children. Some of those are homeless. Some of them are working, but they may not make enough income to support their family. So the food service is just one of the ways that we can help them offset their monthly income. Look around you in your class right now. 4 of every 10 students in this class receive some sort of food service from either the Voluntary Action Center or another agency in this community. That is how dire this can drive that you're performing for us is to this community. We greatly appreciate everything that you do and hope that you can continue. Tell your mom and dad when they go to the grocery store to pick up a few cans. Anything that you do will greatly benefit those sitting around you in your class, those you see in your community, and Gordon County at large. Thank you.
Okay. Can you tell me how the fire department is involved? Like, why do we call this the Fired Up Food Drive?
This food drive became the Fired Up Food Drive several years ago. It was always cans from fans, and we had the schools competing. We wanted to get away from the competition with the students because it was the same schools each year that were competing, so we partnered with the fire department. And this is Dottie Payne with Gordon County Fire Department. She's been very instrumental in working with us in the Fired Up Food Drive to have some healthy competition between our city and county fire departments. So they decided that they would help collect, pick up, deliver, and also stock the shelves for us. So this is a great way to get our local heroes involved, as well as get some familiar faces into our schools so that the kids know who they can call on in the event that something happens.
Miss Dottie, can you tell us a little bit about why you like working on the Canathon with us, what you get out of it, meeting the kids?
Well, let me tell you something about maybe when I was younger. I know what it is to be hungry, because I went hungry when I was younger. And to do something like this for the VAC and for Stacey, to be able to go out into the community and help the community with this food, it's really near and dear to my heart. And it's also near and dear to the other guys at the stations too. It's really not a competition for us. It's just fun competition, what Stacey got us to do. And right now I think we're going to work more together than more compete this way. But just to be able to go out and to help somebody out in our community that needs the help that Stacey and all them give at the VAC, it's very important to us because we are the community. We are there to help the community. Not only do we save lives, property, and things of that nature, but we also like to go out and just help the people. That's what it's all about. So working with Stacey's been real great. I mean, she is so involved in what she does. The VAC is very important. I mean, I cannot tell you how important it is to me just to go down there to put food on the shelves. It makes me feel good to be able to put a can on the shelf and know it's going to feed somebody. So y'all come on out and help us out.
Good. Stacey, can you tell us what is acceptable in terms of canned goods? Like, what should we be expecting? Is it cans only? Can we bring boxes of rice? Tell us what specific items you might need.
We prefer canned foods just because in the transport, collection, and delivery, a lot of times our boxed and bagged items do get damaged, and then it creates problems, and we have leakage of food and that sort of thing. Any canned items are great, but the items that we specifically need are canned vegetables. Any vegetables acceptable. Something, if you're sitting down for a meal that you want to partner with a different food item, those are great. Canned meats are vital to our organization, and these are tuna. That's Vienna sausages, beanie weenies, canned chicken, canned fish. A lot of the people that we serve don't have electricity in their home or they're homeless, and so they don't have any way to heat the item. So anything that you can purchase that is ready to eat out of the can is great for everyone that we serve. We also need soups. This is any kind of soup because a soup can be a complete meal for a family or an individual. When you're looking, think about, is this something that's going to feed me once? Is it going to feed multiple people? Don't go for the super large sizes. Go for individual serving sizes because it's very hard to give those large can items to a single household. So go for regular 14 ounce would be the largest I would purchase. Any canned meats, soups, vegetables, evaporated milk, those are wonderful things that we use year-round. We also need spaghetti sauces because that is a complete meal for a family if we can throw in a package of pasta with them. Other things that we accept are dried beans, dried rice, tuna helper, hamburger helper, things in boxes, but we do encourage everyone to stick to the canned food items. They are very transport friendly.
Okay. Can you tell us how students or faculty members can get involved in volunteering at the VAC?
Yes, we have a lot of volunteer opportunities at the Voluntary Action Center. This year we have over 400 dedicated volunteers who have come in and given of their service, and we're already almost at 8,000 hours for the year. We have several different areas. We're limited right now because of construction. I don't know if you've been by lately. We're under a massive renovation there. We have the community kitchen. If you are able to volunteer during the day, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, we serve a hot meal, a very nutritious meal from our community kitchen, and we serve between 80 and 100 individuals at each meal service. Those volunteers get there around 9 o'clock. They come in, they help prepare the food, they set up the service for the meal, and they clean up. And you're there between 9 and 2. You can come in at any different time during that shift. If you're a high school student and want to volunteer after school, we have a lot of opportunities there for you as well. Anytime after school until 4:30. We do close at 5, but we try to get all of our volunteers out by 4:30 because of transportation. We want to make sure that everyone has a ride home. There are lots of things to do after school, kids. There are donations to sort through, items to take to the thrift store. There are canned foods to stock, food bags to make, general cleanup and sweeping. But the great thing for you high school students is that we maintain a log of all of your volunteer records, not just for this year, for last year, for next year, and years down the road. We participate in several volunteer programs. We can report those to your school for any requirements that you have for clubs and participation there. We also participate in the Presidential Volunteer Service Awards, and those can qualify you for a scholarship. Those are big things for juniors and seniors. So we do keep up with that, and we also have an annual volunteer banquet. We not only keep up with your hours yearly, but we keep up with your cumulative hours. And so we like to reward our volunteers. We have a great time, and it's beneficial not only to you, but to your neighbors and your community.
Well, I thank both of you so very much for being here. We are excited at GC to get fired up for the food drive. Thanks.
Yes, thank you. Get fired up and give back. Thanks.
Absolutely.